Hello viewers, this is Zahirul Alam. Welcome you all on Frankly Speaking. Today our guest is a renowned physician of Thailand, Dr. Kit V. Arom. He is a cardiothoracic surgeon, chest surgeon in the Bangkok Heart Hospital. Dear viewers, you know that heart disease is considered one of today's biggest killers, and Dr. Kit V. Arom, who is widely known for his reputation in heart surgery. Dr. V. Arom studied medical science at different level in University of Minnesota Graduate School of Medicine, USA. He did his internship, fellowship, residency, PhD from the same university in various branches of surgery, especially in thoracic surgery, cardiology or pediatric cardiology, and cardiac pathology. Dr. Arom is a member of American Board of General and Thoracic Surgery. He is a director and cardiothoracic surgeon of Bangkok Heart Hospital, Thailand. We welcome him on our program. Thank you very much, sir, for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Actually, you have spent 3 decades almost in the United States, I know, and you studied and you obtained your degrees, medical degrees from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So from where you have started your journey as a heart surgeon and why you have decided to back in Thailand?
I did my internship at University of Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky.
And then after that, I took general surgery residency at University of Minnesota for 5 years, and for 2 more years as a thoracic surgery resident. After that, I went to teach and obtain associate professor at University of Texas in San Antonio. Then came back with my old colleagues and established or found Minneapolis Heart Institute in the mid-80s.
Okay.
And then I worked there up until 2001 and 2.
2001.
At the time, I came back to Bangkok more often because it's my hometown there. And just happened to talk to the owner of Bangkok Hospital.
Okay.
And they asked me to come back. The plan was to run the Heart Institute inside of the Bangkok Hospital. And then later on, we will build a standalone heart hospital, which was opened in 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, with 100-bed hospital, just the heart alone. That was the reason why I came back.
So the entrepreneur of the Bangkok Heart Hospital first invited you to come in back in homes and join with them.
Right.
So, but why you have decided in the United States you have a very good career in heart surgery and you have spent there 3 decades. So what were the things just motivated you to return in your country and serve in your country?
Yeah.
After so many years?
2 things. One is Thailand is my home. Number 1. Number 2 is I think I did as much as I could in United States already. And then there is more thing that I can do in Bangkok and try to improve the healthcare, particularly in the heart program here.
Especially for your countrymen, to serve the nation.
Correct.
That was the core principle in the back of work in your mind.
Yeah.
So, just relevantly, I would love to have your comment that some of the even many expatriates, many non-resident people are living in United States, like as a professionals, like doctors like you. So, do you think they should look for some arena, some room to serve their own country the way you have been doing?
I think they should. I think they should. And actually, I didn't plan to stay there at all. After I done with my training, I came back to Bangkok. But the time was not right for me to stay in Bangkok, so I went back to the state. And I think every one of us, that does matter from Thailand, for any country. I think they should look up to their own country.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you very much for your comment. But let us come to your our main points about the deadly disease, that is heart disease. I mentioned that it is nowadays a killer disease. What is your perception about the disease nowadays?
I think Bangladesh and Thailand has a lot of similarity. We have a lot of poor and uneducated people. So I think the key is, I think we have to educate those people and do a lot more preventive medicine. Right now, for example, in the past, I'm sure here too, in Thailand we see a lot of valvular heart disease, which is related to rheumatic fever, which they have when they were young. Just got joint pain, sore throat, and did not treat it appropriately. And then later on, the bacteria went to the valve, stay at the valve, and the valve become narrowing or leaking. 10, 20 years gone by, those valves need to be fixed. Nowadays, those are much less because people become aware of taking antibiotics when they have fever and joint pain. So rheumatic heart disease is coming down.
Okay.
But at the same time, coronary heart disease is going up. The main reason is because we become more westernized. We eat a lot of fast food.
Yes.
We drink. We don't care about the risk factors, and have a breakfast in the hotel in the morning, ham and eggs, and smoking, fast food, cheeseburger. I saw Kentucky Fried Chicken here.
Yeah. Yes.
And steak at night. So those lifestyles change quite a bit. So you're going to see more and more people here, and also true in Thailand too, that lifestyle make a lot of difference.
What do you think? The prevalence of heart disease is where it is more, in urban or rural areas?
Well, I think going to be more in the area that you're so busy, just like in Dhaka here, you can see a lot of traffic.
Environment pollution is one of the main.
Yeah, the pollution and lifestyle too. You know that it's no good to sit and wait in the car for a long time, and then that's stirring up some worriness, or you're late for the meeting and for appointment, and you smoke in the car, and you eat a lot of food that you don't eat before. For example, in Thailand, I remember the old days that people in outside Bangkok eat a lot of fish, vegetables, rice, and they're pretty healthy. They can live up to 90 years old.
Is it in urban or rural areas in Bangkok?
Yeah, both. Yeah, but mainly in the suburb area.
Suburb.
Yeah, but now it changed everything, and they start to smoke, and the changing habits of eating and also lifestyle too.
So before coming to the specialized treatment in the current age, but what are the issues we should look into to prevent such?
If we talk about for rheumatic, the prevention is good because we there already. We treated rheumatic fever with antibiotics. Now, for the coronary heart diseases, there are 6-7 risk factors that people should know. Smoking, that you mentioned, is one of them. Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obese, lack of exercise, and all of those. So smoking is very important. So if one has drinking is not quite that bad. Drinking and familials is one of the lower. So when one knows about those risk factors, I think they should taking care of those at the very beginning. People who smoke should stop smoking. People who known diabetes, known hypertension, known high cholesterol should be treated appropriately at an early age. For example, maybe after you get to 50s, you should look at those things and you should exercise more too. Obese is one of them. Okay. Obese and lack of exercise is one of the risk factors as well. The key is when I came back to Thailand long times ago, the word cholesterol, only few people know. And after you educate them, they know what is cholesterol is. Okay. And then we had to educate them what is the normal values of cholesterol. Okay. I think you have to do the same thing here too. So people become aware of cholesterol and high blood pressure, high sugar, and treat it at the early stage.
So awareness program is important.
Yeah, preventive program is very important.
Dr. Arom, that examination and the treatment of heart disease is very expensive nowadays. So in Thailand, how modern, how advanced technology is being pursued by your hospital, and what is the latest situations in treating this deadly disease?
Okay. Just I told you early on that they asked me to join them, and at that time they promised me about any technology that available in the world, they will put into the new heart hospital, which I manage right now. So we have...
You gave that condition to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have everything that I use in United States, maybe even more so than we have over there.
Really?
Yeah, all the technology has been updated and buying a new ones that all the time. All upgraded from the very beginning, from the how to exam for non-invasive tests, invasive tests, surgery with robotic system, and many other things like cardiac imaging with 64 slides or 128 slides CT scan with 3 Tesla cardiac MRI, and all the equipment are complete and full. Besides that, I felt that that's not the only thing. We have to have good groups of physicians as well. And now we have more than 50 cardiologists and cardiac surgeons in the heart hospital, and able to take care as a one-stop. A person will walk in there, will get all the tests, exam, and if they can be treated by medicine, we give medicine. If they need to be treated by angioplasty or coronary angiogram stent, we do so. And if all of those cannot be done, and then we'll have a bypass surgery done.
How countries like Bangladesh can develop such modern technology-oriented, advanced medical
I think
facilities?
You could. I was here 3 years ago.
Okay.
And at that time, you don't have a Square Hospital. Yeah. You don't have Apollo. You don't have United Hospital. Now they're all here. Okay. And all of those 3 hospitals, I understand they're willing to invest in the new technology too. So I don't know you are shortage of the doctors, just like we do in Thailand or not. That's the main reason we are short doctors, nurses. And I have to go back, look at the people who train in United States right now, look at the names, and I try to convince them to come back. That's not easy to do. There are young doctors who graduate from medical school, but we're not quite ready to take those guys in yet. So we have some difficult time to recruit the doctors, but it's more coming. And otherwise, nurses is shortage too. So I'm sure all those 3 hospitals that you have here, and with I'm sure Square,
Apollo and United.
They have money. They have money.
These hospitals are costly than other general hospitals like government-owned or other private hospitals?
Same thing in Thailand too. For the government-owned hospital, they get a budget, and they see indigent patients, they don't get paid as much as they get paid in the private hospital. So the same thing in the medical school, in the government hospital, maybe they see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 patients a day. We don't see that many a day, but it's more upscale type of clients. So it fits very well because people who have some money does not want to go to the public hospital and stay for the whole day before they can exit.
So give us some suggestions just from taking account your experience, previous experience, and how Bangladesh can provide quality focused medical care. You mentioned that some modern hospital has already been established in Bangladesh. How Bangladesh government or policymakers can extend support to develop their focused medical care system in Bangladesh?
You know what? I think equipment is one thing, but you don't have to have everything.
Yeah.
You can have the one that absolutely necessary. That's number one. Number two is you have to get the good doctors.
Okay. So in that case, can we motivate, can we make interested our non-resident Bangladeshis in United States or in European countries to get back home and to join in our hospitals and work?
I think you should. You should.
How we can make them interested?
Well,
is it the only salary? Is it the only facilities, or there are some other things too?
Salary is the key thing.
It's very key thing.
Key thing. Honestly, salary is the key thing. And the problem is not only here, but for I myself, when I come back to Bangkok, I got my salary cut to about 1/10 of whatever I used to get in United States.
Oh.
So for the younger generation, they have to think about themselves too.
Tell something about your plan for doing something, for serving something for the humanity. What do you do in the next in your life?
Well, right now, I do a lot of those when I get back to Bangkok. Years ago, we did surgery for the people who don't have money. I put in the valve during the period that our kings, Our Majesty, turned 72 years old. We did 73 cases without any. I fly in Northwest Airlines, flown me in. The valve was donated by company, and we did everything free. Bangkok Hospital donated the time and the staff and so on. That's one thing. The other thing is we try to look into the prevention, that how can we do to help those people. For example, at the moment, we visit the monk we call Wat, which is like a temple or church you have here. And the king turned 84 last year. So we're going to visit about 80 and some, no, I'm sorry, the king turned 80.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to visit 81 Wat during the years. Go in and talk to the monk, examine him, draw the blood, check the cholesterol, check the blood pressure, check the blood sugar, and talk about preventive medicine.
Okay.
So it's been going on right now, and we probably visit about 20 and some hospitals so far.
Okay.
So by December this year, we'll be finished with 81.
Okay.
81.
So before we conclude, can we expect some special care for the patients from Bangladesh, from your part?
Yeah, I think special care, you mean that...
in your hospital, or in, say, if you get time, you'll just give some visits in Bangladesh and go for some...
I love to. The other thing is, I can do this. There are a lot of Chinese and Japanese people come and train with us almost all year round. Chinese pretty much all year round. I'd be glad to take younger staff
Doctors.
and teach them, the doctor, to teach them how to do a heart surgery, particularly the one without using the heart-lung machine, because only few people in the world know how to do this, and we do this all the time. So if you have somebody that willing to go over there and
in your hospital,
right, in my hospital,
okay,
and we no charge for that, and we have meals provided to them. They have to fly down and have a room and board on their own. Otherwise, we take care of the rest.
Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
For being with us. Dear viewers, the best thing is to take precaution from the deadly disease, heart disease. But in order to provide best care in treatment for heart disease to the doctors and hospitals, what Dr. Keith V. Arom has suggested are the patient always comes first, a continuous focus on training and development of relevant at all levels is paramount importance. Teamwork is vital. All equipment and technology should be constantly upgraded. And finally, research and clinical investigations should be carried out with utmost care and accuracy. Thank you very much for watching Frankly Speaking, and we hope you will join our next program. Until then, do take care and bye-bye.